I have spent the last 2 months living up in the Himalayan mountains of India, nestled in an area known as Valley of the Gods. The idyllic setting and rustic lifestyle of the mountains has introduced me to an outer experience that feels hugely in alignment with what my soul craves for. And just with any adventure of mine, I have been propelled on an inward journey of transformation, and in this video I'm going to break down my themes, lessons, and insight. Stillness. Over the years, I have seen the profound effect of cultivating presence in my life, and as a result, I have embarked on a quest to still my mind and let go of repetitive, useless thinking to instead choose thoughtless awareness. This is something that the people around me in this area seem to be naturally good at. The slow-paced way of life in the mountains appears to be reflected in the state of mind here. Locals can quite happily sit in silence for hours, staring off into the natural beauty that lay before their eyes. The absence of rush here has inspired me to slow down in terms of both my outer actions and inner mental world. And one thing I admire in particular about the people here is their ability to be comfortable in silence around one another. Through not filling emptiness with words, I've come to know how much can truly be conveyed and learned through silence and stillness around others. When water is still like a mirror, it can behold the moon. Dopamine addiction. Another pressing theme these past few months is my addiction to dopamine and powerful artificial stimuli. I've watched myself become restless and succumb to the temptation of short-lived dopamine fixes. As a big fan of personal mastery, the feeling of powerlessness that this invokes in me inspires a determination to claim further mastery over my dopamine urges. Over the years, I have found much enjoyment in the little things, and I'm much more aware of the importance of regulating my addiction to powerful artificial stimuli. Yet, I sometimes sense an egoic restlessness inside of me that yearns for hedonism. Being wild at heart, sometimes I need a little taming. As a result, this subject has dominated much of my shadow work these past few months, as I've stared temptation, addiction, and unhealthy desire straight in the face, choosing instead to embrace freedom away from seeking a short-lived happiness outside of myself. Love. Energy works in a spiral motion, and I see themes, healings, lessons, and truths are presented to me on my journey like a spiral. The subject, once completed, seems to come back round again when I reach that same point on the spiral. Only this time, I realize a deeper truth. Once again, during the past few months, the subject of love surfaced in my reality, and I have been divinely guided to explore the question, what is love? Synchronistically, 2 books fell into my world. Firstly, The 40 Rules of Love by Elif Shafak, and secondly, The Way of the Heart by J.M. I've explored the difference between emotional love and unconditional transcendental love through mysticism as wisdom has poured out of these books and colored my world. I've watched the perfect people and experiences manifest in my reality to show me all that I need to learn about love at this time. I've been blessed to meet some extraordinary people here, a soul family in these mountains that have truly touched my heart forever. I have also ventured into the depths of love for life, nature, and for the path that I walk. Through quieting the mind and opening my heart space, I'm truly making a journey from my mind to my heart. And yet, the question of what is love remains unanswered. But nevertheless, through asking the question to begin with, I've learned to embody love more fully, realizing that beneath the layers of egoic identity, love is all there is. Illusions. In the past week, the pull of my intuition has unexpectedly called me to return back home to England. This has been a shock to the system, like entering into a new dimension, and I've frequently found myself contemplating and philosophizing about reality and what is real. Life in the north of India would be totally outlandish and otherworldly to, let's say, a Londoner that never left the city. This is the case in our outer experiences, and when we turn our direction inwards, our inner world too is vastly different from the person that sits right next to us with their own beliefs and perceptions of reality. They are perceiving the world through the lens of their mind, which is totally personal to them. Though we are living on the same planet, inhabiting the same physical vehicles, 8 billion people are living in different worlds, experiencing their own version of reality. When we are dreaming, we think the dream is real. We think our dream reality is real until we wake up. And before I learned to witness my thoughts and disidentify from them, I thought I was my thoughts. I woke up in the dream and saw an alternative reality. Now, in amongst all of the illusion of experience, I sense a background presence that remains unchanged, and I have decided that this is the closest thing, so to speak, that I have to reality. So, in order to embody this more, I'm making an even stronger commitment to presence in any given moment. Letting go of the illusion of past and future to instead dwell in the now, I sit back and witness the unfolding perfection of the universe. Thanks again to this incredible country for facilitating enormous growth, humility, and awakening. I encourage anyone who feels the pull to India to jump into the unknown and allow Mother India to hold you for a while. She truly is a country like no other. With gratitude, Jasmine.